stage, though. I can't see you.
We can see you.
All right, well, with that, I'm not sure how to use that.
How is it? Electronic?
I don't know, I'm kind of scared of it. Anyway, I'll call the 11/5/25 Design Review Committee meeting to order. There are 3, 4, 5 of us in the room, myself, Scott Perkins, Jennifer, Sue, Terry, and Joe, and Dave's online. So we have a quorum. I guess we got to say pledge of allegiance. We have a flag to the left here, so. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all. Okay, so we got a quorum. So with that, we've got minutes from the September 3rd, 2025 meeting. Dave, with your okay, I'll go ahead and sign off on these in your place.
And we both see
We see your head shaking, so we'll take that as a yes. So with that, I'll take a motion to approve the minutes as submitted.
I agree with the minutes as submitted.
All right, so we have a motion from Jennifer. Second. Second from Terry. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Hearing none, so. It's nice to sign something other than a check. Jennifer, and so, there's no old business, so new business. I'm personally involved with the first case, the Danville CRE LLC Scott Langle exterior renovation for 20 West Main. So with that, I'll talk over to the other side of the table.
Did you want to have this? We can go get everyone want to have this.
Oh,
want to do that.
Sure. That's fine.
Any questions about any of the information that I submitted to you? I trust what Scott charges probably towing the line well. So I don't have any issues with the first one at all.
It's just experience.
And I'm involved in both of the projects, so I'm going to have to recuse myself. But I do have some comments regarding the other project before the applicant comes in.
Do we have a quorum with the two people recusing themselves?
Okay. So Dave, you got comments about the one South Washington project?
Yeah, they are proposing to replace the windows on the first floor on the north side of the building and their previous replacement, so that's not an issue. But he's submitted to us a basically a storefront system and what that means is that the upper sash and the lower sash will not be offset like a true double hung window would be. And we've been telling them that they need to match up that offset like what's on the second floor of the building, which has fixed aluminum windows, but they do have that offset. And so I sent him that again today. So I think it'd be more than fair for you all to ask for that. And I told them that won't fly for the tax credits either. So, and we're doing the tax credit applications on both buildings.
Okay, so they are pursuing tax credits for.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Are they only going to do the north side?
They're doing the first floor ones on the north side, and then they're replacing the storefront on the west side. They're getting rid of the multi-light and going back to a more traditional big display window. And on that side, it's fine. I've asked for actual dimensions of the sections, but the appearance will be much better than what it is.
Is the appearance consistent with the architecture, surrounding architecture?
It will be. It'll be closer to what it originally looked like.
So we think that one here, or on the other side.
No, so this is facing this square. What Dave's saying is by reintroducing these large pieces of glass, it'll actually go back probably closer to its original appearance than the small divided lights that are there now.
So what was he talking about doing the double hung on the other side?
On the north.
On the north side.
I know, I know, yeah.
And you guys don't have he did forward, because I asked him, I said, you still got to get that offsite done. We still need those sections. And he sent me some stuff today, but he hasn't submitted it to you all. So I don't know if he's going to bring it in tonight or not.
I have a question on the west side. Is that pre-manufactured? You say a storefront.
It's an aluminum storefront with a black paint finish on it.
Does it come as one piece that's insert, or is it?
No, it comes as sticks that are fabricated in the field and put together.
The first floor windows on the north side, Dave, is there issues with the condition of those? Or is there a rationale for why they want to replace those?
I truly don't know that one.
Okay, I'm gonna inquire about that, because
Okay, that'd be good.
that seems like a significant expense. And I just walked over there and those windows look pretty good. as far
Yeah.
as-
My next question is born of my own ignorance. I don't understand how the west facade is going in. Is it put up the same way you would put up sheet, a fiberboard, or it is not a prefab situation?
Yeah, so
Because
I don't have that overall.
And it might, I guess my question arises, I think, from the use of the word storefront.
Yeah.
And is that just the description of the architectural style or what? Yeah,
Let me get here just a
Yeah.
second. So this is what it looks like now.
Correct.
With the kind of divided lights,
correct.
what were probably originally transom windows that have been filled in. And Terry, you may know, Tiny knows some of this stuff more.
Yeah.
More
It was
than
pre-Terry.
That's always been that way, Susan.
since you've been involved with it. Okay. So basically what they're proposing is removing those panels across the top and putting new glass across the top again, which in my opinion would start to give it a more original historic appearance.
Yeah, I agree.
That is just that's just the upper section.
And with these, and reintroducing the larger windows down below without the divide, without the cross.
Okay.
So that's where it will look like this.
Yeah, so that's,
Do we know what color?
they're saying black. For the frame.
You say they come in pieces.
Yeah, it's the aluminum window frames you see in every store, basically. It's a 2-inch by 4.5 piece of aluminum channel that the glass sits in. Very, you see that everywhere. It's that system that basically, they put that frame in, take the piece of glass, set it in there, and then snap it.
So the artistic change will be to make it more simplified rather than with multiple surfaces.
Yeah, and again, I think Dave, you're of the opinion that what's there now is not particularly true to the historic storefront that would have been there.
Yeah, can I share a photo with you guys? How do I do that?
Hold it up.
You have to,
It's on one screen anyways.
you have to share your screen somehow.
I'm not
Okay,
trying to be difficult, I'm just
here,
trying to.
present, share screen. Okay, so
Yeah. Yeah.
what are you all seeing right now?
We're
You.
not seeing it yet.
Okay, so I don't. Well, um, this isn't Teams. So let me see. So you just see me?
Yeah.
Yes.
You look good.
Well, it's giving me screen 1 or 2.
Here we go.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you see the historic photograph?
Yep.
Okay, so if you look right here, this is a big display window. There's a base running along the entire storefront. You got a display window, you got recessed doors, you got another display window over here. And then you've got a transom bar running across here. Then these are the big transom windows. And more often than not, people put canopies and awnings over those to kind of block the light that was coming in, or they were a tinted glass to diffuse the light so you can still get light into the storefront without direct glare. So it will look much more like this with the base, big display windows, and transom windows.
Great improvement.
Yes.
Sufficient? Great. Thanks, Dave, for showing that. Okay. Any other discussion about the? Nope. All right. Well, with that, I will change sides of the table and I don't.
Would you not?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what Scott, that is.
So who runs the meeting then?
Good question.
Who's third in charge?
I don't know.
I think that Terry. I just nominated you to the meeting.
I think we just nominated Terry.
Well, the person not here gets a bad job.
Make it Lee.
Okay. And so much more strength on this side. Okay.
Welcome to our meeting.
Well,
And whom do you represent?
thank you. My name's Scott Perkins. I'm with Blackline Architecture firm in Indianapolis. My client his name's Scott Lingle. Scott has purchased the 20 West Main building, which is the two side-by-side storefronts where the previous owners had started construction, stopped, it sat for a couple of years. So the purchase has gone through, and now they are proposing a new restaurant on the first floor, and the second floor will be a series of office suites that they'll lease out. And so our project basically, from an exterior standpoint, the storefront will be painted, the existing wood of the storefront area will be painted. We don't know what color yet because they're still working on what their branding for the restaurant is gonna be. So the name and the logo, and signage and all for the restaurant is still in development. So we won't finalize the paint colors for that storefront area until the branding is complete. So we'll be back in touch with Lisa to run the signage and branding through once that gets in final form here. So on the west side of the building, what we're proposing is to add basically, which is where the mural is. We're proposing to add 2 doors on the first floor, basically that allow folks to enter off of Main Street and come out to a planned outdoor dining area that will be in that parking area. Yeah, right by the mural and stuff. So there is we've started working on plans for what that outdoor dining area will gonna be. The original idea is some outdoor table seating, potentially a like one of those shipping container kind of bars where the door flips up and they can serve beer or drinks out of that, and then it'll be outdoor dining served from the restaurant in size.
Will the doors cut into the mural?
They will, yes. And then we're proposing one window in upstairs. Basically, the upstairs, there's four offices, and then we're adding a conference room on the west side, and that's where we're proposing to add one window upstairs.
Sure, if you look at this sketch on the screen,
Yeah, I looked at
that
that,
kind
right?
of, that shows.
Yeah.
The windows going.
Yeah, so just to kind of show it here. So those two doors are kind of here towards the back of the mural, here towards the front of the mural. And again, the idea, if you're coming here, you want to eat outside, you're basically going to walk in the door off Main Street, check in with the host or hostess, and then probably come out this door to the outdoor dining that's along this side of the building. And then this door will be predominantly for service staff running in and out, running food and drinks inside now. And then this is the proposed window in the second floor that's in a conference room. Basically, there's kind of an office here, and we're creating a conference room in the center that'll be shared among the office tenants. And so that window would be just in that section of the mural.
The mural's gonna change also, isn't it? Or
As I understand, the mural had like time limit, a life, whatever. I don't know what the proper term is, but the building owner will be proposing a new mural.
He has.
I think I've seen some.
An example, and that mural's, the life term on it was like 5 years.
Right.
And that's up this year.
Is Tiffany Black involved in the new one, or?
I have no idea.
We don't
who he's
know
talking to.
that.
Because there should have been a contract doing the life of the
If there
mural.
was,
There
there was a
was,
day.
yeah, there was a day, yeah. And they
So-
were made aware of that before they even purchased the building.
And then kind of the back half of the building that's currently brick will just be remain brick. That brick gets repaired and tuck pointed, but we're not proposing any changes to that. There is, Brittany, there's some black and white drawings of the exterior. Yeah, those, so slide to the right, there you go.
You can-
So that the top right image is the front, that's the Main Street side. You can see we're not gonna change that. We'll paint the windows upstairs, we'll paint the storefront on the first floor. What's currently kind of a blank door where the previous folks were gonna put their menu, that'll become a new active door to lead to the second floor upstairs. And then on the left side at the top there is the north elevation of the building. There are a couple of old masonry, big open in the brick that we're gonna put new windows in for those office suites upstairs. So that's basically it. Happy to respond to any questions y'all might have, but that's basically the exterior.
Are they gonna continue to have parking on the brick end, or?
Yeah, so it wasn't part of my package because it's still in the process, but what the way that's headed, and I'll pass this around, is basically the building's here. So we're proposing kind of an outdoor dining and bar area, and then maybe a small like turf area for whether it's cornhole or for kids to roll around in or whatever. Probably maintain a couple of parking spots for deliveries, and then a new dumpster enclosure in the back
So really not
corner,
public
near
parking, but
the
yeah.
intersection.
Okay.
Yeah, the assumption is those are probably gonna be, delivery spots,
Owners.
manager or whatever, that sort of thing. I'll just pass this around, and you can kind of see the 3D view of that area. So the idea is basically just to make it look not like a parking lot anymore, and more like a nice outdoor dining.
What are you gonna do with the wall that the mural is on? That wall was in bad shape at one time. That's its condition now.
Yeah, so we're not exact, I should know because I'm sure I drove past it every day while it was getting done. But the original wall is brick. We think there's a gap. We think there's a wood frame wall, and then the mural is on the outer face of that wood frame. So when we cut the new openings, there will be some trim basically to finish out those openings. And then when there's a new mural, it'll be painted on that same surface.
So the
Good.
brick retucking and all that was taken care of the first time around?
Well, we'll only be breaking through back to that original brick where we have the new windows. Otherwise, the surface of the mural, that'll stay.
Because I've sat on that outside wall many a time and felt a draft
Oh, okay.
because it
Yes.
needed to be tuck pointed.
There are some structural repairs that we'll be making on the inside of that wall, of that brick wall.
Okay.
There's a couple of pretty significant cracks, so.
Yeah.
that's just part of that.
Those must be what I said.
Yeah.
What's the time frame?
They've got bids for the first days, basically to get the exterior work done and get kind of the interior to a white box phase. That's probably 2 to 3 month project. And then all the restaurant finishes will come in after that. And that's again, probably a 2 to 3 month process. It's gonna be a different construction company and crew that comes in and does the restaurant finishes than the original work.
Will this go into the building to the east?
Yeah, so it's basically what,
The whole building?
yeah, it's those two buildings. The wall will be between them and the Convention and Visitors Bureau. That is where that wall is.
What, has nothing to do with the appeal. What type of restaurant do you think it'll be?
It'll be sit-down dining. They talked about steaks. It'll have a full bar. The bar seating is about 18. The dining room, there'll be a private room that accommodates about 20. Yeah, so you got a private dining area for 20. In the general dining area, there's 52. There's 15 seats at the bar and 16 more tables in the bar area. So,
Is it separated family dining and bar dining?
yeah, can't see on the plan here, Terry. So, currently you walk on the west side, there'll be a server, a hostess sitting there. So the bar area is on the west side, and then you walk through an opening into the family dining area. And then that private dining area is towards that. So basically what we're trying to do is keep and kind of increase the efficiency of the kitchen that's there.
It's pretty small.
Because that kitchen was pretty small and kind of cut up, so that's part of why we kind of got the circulation worked out.
Are they in the restaurant business, the people doing this?
I'm sorry?
Are they in the restaurant business? People-
The restaurant group is the same folks that run Square Burger and the other.
Cabin Coffee.
Square Burger, Dips, they've got an orange.
Cabin Coffee.
Yeah, Cabin Coffee.
Cabin Coffee, they have
So
the axe throwing, that as well.
I would say in terms of the
It's
restaurant groups that we've worked with, they've been most responsive and most organized.
Yes.
Really?
Typically, we say to a restaurateur, you need to tell me what your equipment's gonna be, and then change one. Yeah, don't worry about that. These folks say, yeah, we'll get that to you next Thursday. They bring it to you.
The staff has met up there at that building several times, and they've been very, very accommodating. Any questions or anything?
So,
They're great.
all right.
I think
Motion.
to send a recommendation.
If I missed it, when you say they're gonna start, approximately?
We've got our state release, Barry's released the plans, so I think this was just a final approval for these exterior items, but they did. I thought they were gonna try and get something going this week, but probably next week.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
They'll be on the plan commission agenda next week.
Do we need a motion to approve
Yes.
as was presented to us? I would entertain a motion.
I so move.
Move, have a second. All right. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same. Congratulations.
All right, thank you very much.
Are they taking
We
reservations?
just gave you, we just gave you a 6-month headache.
All right.
Gift card would be nice.
Yeah.
Jump around the other side.
Before Terry takes over.
You want me to, I'll go grab those other folks while I'm up? All right.
Okay, that's fine.
You guys want one of that?
Yeah, when I told them they wanted something.
Okay. I was part of the first case, so I had to switch spots, but have the same.
Price is not there. Price is good.
Everything is.
All right. Terry, you get to put me back in charge.
I knew you would be in charge.
How you doing?
Hi, Dave.
Okay.
All right, gentlemen, thank you for coming in. This is the design review. As mentioned, Dave's online, but he's had to recuse himself because he's normally sitting right here as part of the committee, so. Excuse me. If you wouldn't mind, just kind of tell us describe your project and what you want to do.
Sure. So my name is John Finley. I'm with Boyle Construction. This is Brad. He is with Sampson Properties, owns the building. On the exterior of the building, do you want to start with a whole project overview or just the work we're doing?
Whole project.
Okay.
We're nosy, but.
Sure.
Sure. Exterior.
So the project consists of remodeling the interior of the existing building. It used to be an old law office, and we are turning it into leasable commercial office space. So
Yeah,
in-
speak nicely about that.
My dad was there too.
Oh, was that?
He was the Lowry.
In there.
Okay, yeah, very good. And so we have the entire first floor and the north half of the second floor that will be leasable commercial office space. The second floor, there's a lot of historical features up there that we are leaving intact. And the first floor, I'm sorry, on the north side, again, a lot of historical features that we're leaving intact. The south side of the space doesn't have as much of that, so it'll be just normal.
Is that an apartment? I mean, is it gonna stay an apartment?
The second floor, yeah, it is an apartment. There are 2 apartments up there that remain, and we are not touching it.
I have a question on your use of the word commercial. Does that include retail or only business commercial?
It is only business commercial. There's no
Business professional.
Yeah, we used to have some retail women's shops and things like that in town.
Yeah.
Previously.
So on the exterior of the building, the intent is to, on the first floor only, we are on the west side of the space, we are opening up the transoms above that are currently covered up with wood, and then replacing the windows and doors on the first level, essentially. That is
Are you just doing the
Correct,
door
just on
and
the
not
north
the?
side.
correct.
Yeah.
We are not touching the south end of that. So that's intended to be black anodized storefront, metal with glass, and then wood trim filling in the gaps. So we're essentially just replacing window for window, adding the transoms up top.
So like the existing trims around the perimeter, those openings, those will stay.
Correct.
And then the aluminum storefront will just talk to those.
That is correct. And then on the north side of the building that faces 36 Main Street, again, just first floor only. We're not touching the second floor. We are removing those double hung windows and installing fixed storefront windows that are black. And so
So Question about those. It looks like some of those were previously replaced and they actually match the existing windows upstairs. What's the rationale for
For
replacing those?
replacing them.
Yeah.
Well, one of them is broken currently. If you look where the door is on the left-hand side,
Yeah, those two are old.
those
Yeah.
two are old.
Yeah. So these two are old, right?
Correct.
Then those four appear to have been replaced.
Yeah, they're older. They're definitely not.
Okay, so they don't match the ones upstairs?
I don't think they do.
Mm-mm.
There's an photo in the middle of elevation.
Okay.
I'm not sure if the second story, if they're fixed or not.
They are, yeah, I mean. So that's, yeah, my look, it appeared that the first floor, again, those four appear to have been replaced at the same time as the other ones were. Just, again, just be walking by, not sure, being in there a long time. So, again, I know, there's a concern when, if you replace those with aluminum storefront, all the glass is in the same plane, right? It's not offset like a traditional double hung window would, and so I think the reason we're kind of drilling down on it is just if those are newer windows that already have that offset, that to me might be an opportunity to save you money and you still maintain that kind of historic appearance.
Okay.
Rather than replacing those with stone.
Mhm.
Part of that, our rationale is sound as well.
Okay.
Just even standing inside that area, it's
Okay.
fairly loud, 36.
Okay.
So I think that was part of our thought too. And like John said, one of them, we went to fix or move up and down, and it got stuck, yeah. So it's just like, man, we're redoing everything else on this level for the most part.
Can you do an insulated window that's going to remain double hung instead of the single pane? Because I think that's part of too historically. Or anybody wants to say, trying to.
Yeah, the dilemma with sound is gonna be an issue regardless. Sure. Storefront might perform slightly better just because of the glass thickness itself, the individual pieces of glass and the 1 inch kind of typical section of glass might give you slightly better performance, but you're always gonna have some sound concerns on that side. So,
Are we wanting these windows to open and close?
I don't know that they need them to open and close per se, but having the make it look like it was a double hung window that was historic, I think that's the objective.
Would it look better if all the windows were the same style?
Well, that's what
Yeah.
we're going for. So with these upstairs, those are all the actual double hung
Yeah.
style. So, my personal recommendation, if these first 4 units on the first floor match the ones upstairs, my thought would be to retain those and then possibly just replace those two openings with the aluminum storefront as you're proposing.
Are
Are
double hungs no
those
longer
windows
available?
have insulated glass? Those existing windows,
I don't
single pane?
I don't think it's single pane. I have to go back and look.
Yeah, what frequently in the windows that you have in your house probably are probably wood window, the frame is wood, and there's an insulated glass, a sandwich glass, but a normal residential window, that glass is maybe an 1/8 inch or 3/16 inch thick, and it's 5/8 to 3/4 inch total thickness. With aluminum storefront, the glass pieces are usually 1/4 of an inch, and the sandwich is a total 1 inch thick. So there's more beef to the glass sandwich, but there's still an insulated glass. Okay, so
Double hungs no longer available.
they are, yeah.
They are available.
I mean, Pella offers different levels of double hung windows. I know we've installed those on some commercial projects, so it's out there.
And I don't recall what the brand of the upper
Yeah, I would have
windows was, but
We just purchased, their sliding glass window, the fiberglass one. They're 107 by 60 for a screen-in porch. And it's an amazing window. I mean, it's, Victorian, I think it was. Okay. We'll get them next March. We're enclosing our screen-in porch. So, Pella makes some nice stuff.
Is there any fire regulations that would indicate double hung would be better than, what is currently planned?
no.
No.
There wouldn't, there's not a, other than possibly needing to be safety glass based on the size of the window, where it's located, there's not. For these windows, there wouldn't be any building code issue related to fire.
The issue is kind of staying historically and to match.
Correct, yeah, it's matching the windows top to bottom on the building and achieving the offset of the double hung.
My thought is getting people out in the fire.
Yeah, in a commercial space like that, if it's a store, if it's an office,
They have to have two.
they have to have two, and they have to be doors.
Yes.
The windows don't count.
They don't.
In a-
I'm going out the window.
You throw it up a
Throw a
chair,
chair,
really?
there's
I'm
a-
going for
Yeah,
it.
you can.
There's a stairwell down here.
Yeah.
It'd be farther than
So
what it
Yeah,
looks from the
it's
street.
gonna be a
You're
bigger-
putting a mattress down there for me to land on.
So,
But then again, you're giving the building a facelift, you're trying to make it look a little better, you know? And I think of all the windows with the same style, they look a lot nicer. I mean, new modern windows, you know, not modern, but fresh windows, you know?
I don't know if we're tied to fix versus so on. I think if we were just going through the steps of doing this, it'd be nice to update them. Maybe we can do that tonight. I mean,
yeah, again, I think my personal opinion, if the windows, if these four on the first floor match the second floor, you know, and you guys can just go through and look and compare, right? If those currently match, my recommendation or my vote on the committee would be to retain those, even if you have to, you know, replace the hardware or whatever to get the window to operate correctly. And then those two openings on the east end, those could go to storefront, and those could go to a similar
Yeah,
replacement window.
I would want to have this one for sure match whatever we do here, I
Okay.
think.
Okay. Okay.
And then this window up here, just match whatever the look is up here. So, yeah, we would want it to be the same.
Okay.
I assume.
Well, John and Brad, so the information you had sent about the windows, I had said something about back to you. Those windows for the tax credits will need to match up to what's on the second floor. And like what Scott's saying with that offset that they currently have. I'm looking through our tax credit photos here, and the first floor windows appear to be the same as the second floor windows. They do appear to be insulated glass. So we could either repair those four that are on the first floor or replace them to match what's upstairs. And then the window that's next to the door would be a new one. And then a transom above the door. And that's what the Park Service is going to look for.
What type of entry door would you be looking for there?
You could have it a metal door. I like it if it's got glazing in it, but it could be a aluminum-clad wood door or all metal.
Yeah, I mean, that Dave, do you think that could be a full light door or
Mhm.
half light?
Either.
Fine. Okay.
And Austin and I can help you find replacement windows if you want to go that route.
Okay, I'll look at them and see if I can
Okay.
decipher what they are, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, again, that's my recommendation. If those are, if those match the upper level, there's potential, I would hope there would be a potential cost savings to retain those. Again, I don't think you're gonna get that much improvement in acoustic performance with the aluminum storefront versus the windows that are there. In fact, you might actually get worse performance just because the aluminum storefront, the frame sections are hollow,
Hello.
and that the sound would translate through those.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my recommendation. So,
Can those windows that exist that you want to keep, can the other ones be found to match them?
we think so.
Think so?
Yeah,
Somebody will make them somewhere.
yeah.
Right.
Window coverings will help your noise, and that's another buffer.
Yeah, depending on who the tenant is and what they want, so that's an issue. So what I'm hearing is the committee, sounds like we're okay with the west facade or the storefront replacement as proposed. And then the north facade, you all will investigate retaining the 4 existing windows and then look at replacing the 2 openings on the east end.
Do they have the option of replacing all 4 with double hungs as well?
That would be okay with me.
It would.
As long as they match up.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
long as
Right.
they match.
Yeah.
Our charge as a design review committee is to maintain the historic character, which you can engage Dave, he's working on the tax credits. So we're saying the same things basically to try and get you to retain the historic appearance. So, if you want me to put it in the words of a motion or?
I've got, are you doing anything with the basement?
Not right now.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah, it's a cool
it needs a
basement.
little, it had potential, it needs a lot of work.
We are leaving that door.
Yeah, okay.
We relocated some HVAC stuff to the basement, but in the back, just in case we could ever open up that cavity. That's
Yeah.
the front there.
The other question, will these windows rattle when big trucks go by? Because the old ones did.
I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully not.
I'm joking, but I was in that office a long time and big trucks went by it.
Oh, yeah.
It was almost
You're right.
inside, so.
Your teeth probably rattle too.
We'd love to have you once it's complete.
I look forward to seeing it,
Yeah.
and at any stage, if you're doing there, I'd love to see it.
Terry, you should go through now to see what they have uncovered. It's
I
amazing.
really enjoyed that. Yeah, I was in there 40 years or something.
Terry and I were talking, there was a Harvey Construction built bridges. And he had his office upstairs on the north
I
side.
remember when he had the
Isn't
right
Yeah.
up
it-
there,
isn't
yeah.
it engraved on the building
Somewhere up
somewhere
there.
or
It
something?
was on the
Used to be a
window. It's on the
window.
window.
Yeah.
It was on the window.
Yeah.
It was there forever.
When the fire, when Frank's burned, some of that stuff was lost.
Yeah. But that Harvey Construction was upstairs there for
Interesting.
ever.
All right, so, any other questions, comments, concerns? Okay, so I will take a motion to approve the submittal for 1 South Washington with the west facade as proposed and the north facade either retaining the 4 westernmost windows as is or replacement in kind, and then replacement of the 2, 1 window and 1 door and transom unit at the east end of the north facade. Those will be replaced.
Wow.
I make a motion, we approve as.
All right, so motion from Jennifer, second.
I'll second.
Second from Sue, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, so good luck with your project. Again, I think if you look at those, I think you're gonna find they were probably replaced at the same time.
Yep.
And Dave, do you know what brand those windows were? Or do you have anything on those?
I don't know a brand, but I haven't really looked.
It may say, like, if you look at the locks, if they're Pella, for example, Pella usually puts their name on the lock mechanism. Or it may say, if you look at the glass, it may be engraved out of one of the corners. You got the brand, Pella's, so. All right.
I think it's gonna look great.
Yeah, good.
We're excited.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Right.
Thank you, good luck.
Thanks.
And if I do jump out the window, somebody comes.
Keep an eye out, Sue.
Yeah. I gotta try it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, gentlemen. I think that's it. At least we need to go over the committee appointments information.
Not yet.
Okay. So like Joe may be coming to the end of his term,
Yeah, I think
and Sue may be coming to the end of her term at the end of the year.
I mean, I guess what we need to know is if you're interested, if you're still interested in doing anything, you need to go online and talk. And Mark will be sending a new form.
I thought it was a lifetime appointment. I thought it was like the Supreme Court.
I like that.
Okay.
It was done once a year.
For a couple years.
Some of it, well, but it's
Different.
staggered. Not everybody's appointments up the same year.
Okay, so I don't think we have anything else to cover, so with that, I'll take a motion for adjournment.
I so moved.
Motion, all in favor?
Aye.
I have a
Thank you all.
question.
Thanks, Dave.
What happens to the building that's sold with the turquoise front door?